So you got to do American Idol and The Voice. Which one do you prefer?
Yeah, pick one.
Thank you, Will. What a friend.
I think that,
Fucking friend.
I think that the question came from JP, didn't it?
Yeah.
You're such a good friend. You re-broke up Florida-Georgia line. Any chance we had of that reunion tour happening the next 3 years, y'all just went pow, pow.
Hey, but maybe it's the start of something
worse.
special. Maybe it's the start of something special.
Hopefully. I mean, you want them to get back together. They were putting absolute banger after banger out. And behind the scenes, it was way worse than it was in the public eye, too.
Jesus.
So after American Idol and The Voice, you're also going to, where's your alliance with BK and Tyler?
Thanks. Great
Just
question.
divide it all
You want to
up.
know who I'm voting for, motherfucker?
Yeah, tell us who you're voting for.
It's just, I can't vote. It's just that right has been restricted. That right has been restricted. I love The Voice. I love them both. Obviously, the political answer.
Very good
I do love them
political
both.
What are some differences experiencing them both?
I've had more time with American Idol.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done more with them. So by default, I know more about everything, their production crew. It's obviously it's hard because Reba's at The Voice now and Dan and Shay are at The Voice too. It was easy even just a year or two ago because it was like all the homies are at American Idol. Luke Bryan's at American Idol. Lionel Richie loves me. I fucking love him. Katy Perry's the coolest person ever.
Yeah.
By the way, Katy Perry is a boss. She is so gangster. But The Voice now with Reba and Dan, dude. It's Dan and Shay. It's really cool over there. I got to mentor at American Idol though. That's special,
cool.
dude.
Yeah,
That's
that really
special,
is.
man. That was different. I spent a whole day, and I could not believe how excited I was to do it. Like when I started like getting to hear their stories and seeing that I could actually help, because I just assumed, dude, if you've made it to the top 24 on American Idol, I don't got much advice for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what do I know that you haven't figured out? You know what I'm saying? I'll go out here and sing off key right now. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
fuck this whole thing up.
Yeah,
Just watch.
I'll bomb it. You know what I'm saying? I'm 2 drinks away from going completely tone deaf in this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can help. But when I realized that they were young and had never even, some of these people had like never left their home state. And here they are in Hawaii, and they're fixing to go live in LA for 3 weeks with a bunch of strangers and battle it out on national TV. I was like, I can help these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you think about how that's a moment in their life that they'll tell to their great grandchildren if they're alive. You know what I mean? Whether they came in first or 15th. That's a wild story that I'm getting to be a part of. So by default, probably American Idol. We're going to answer your question. You wanted a direct answer?
That was a direct ansur.
We got him.
Yeah, TMZ. Jelly Roll hates The Voice.
Yeah, for sure. And I love The Voice.
You've always enjoyed that kind of stuff though, because you'll go to the local juvenile and everything else. I feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it almost you strike me as somebody who there's been so many people who's imprinted on you that now that you have the platform and the voice that you do, you know you can have that same effect on a young you.
For sure, for sure. And I also draw from the times that nobody was there. Like the juvenile thing is a stroke because the only people that came to see us when I was in juvenile were the Gideons. Are you familiar with the Gideon organization? Have you ever been at a hotel and opened up a drawer and there was a Bible?
Yeah.
That's the Gideons. So what they do is they mass produce Bibles and give them away free. They give them to people incarcerated, hotels, motels across America. They just give away Bibles. That's kind of and it's led by kind of a bunch of older men. But they would just come in and give us Bibles once a month. The New Testaments, because they'd fit in our pocket. And which I appreciate because I read the Bible because of that. But nobody ever came in that like spoke. Like since I partner with this juvenile up here, Joyner Lucas, Machine Gun Kelly, we've had Titan players go. D-Hop hit me. He wants to go. Y'all are waiting on me to send y'all a date right now. You've hit me about that more than anybody will. About hit you and D-Hop. D-Hop hits me a lot. Like, yo, when am I going to the juvenile? Like, it's so cool to see that, you know? It's like, man, we never had nobody that cool come talk to us. Like, me and MGK went in there the other day and played spades for 4 hours with every unit.
No shit. You clean house?
Clean house.
Nice.
Running dimes on the dog. You know what I mean? It was awesome. And it's like the coolest thing is most of these kids in here don't know either one of us, really. They might have known him because he's like uber famous, or they know me because I'm local and the studio's named after me in the facility. You know what I'm saying? But
That's Jelly Roll?
Yeah, they're not like Jelly. They're not in there banging Save Me. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big hit in there.
They might.
Yeah, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? But they watch me on TV now. When I have an award show, they watch. That's why I shouted them out to CMTs. I knew they'd be watching.
Oh, that is awesome.
But yeah, so I go in there because I just want them to see people that, I don't know, man. It'd be really just to see things you don't see before. Like
Mhm.
just people to go in there and treat them like humans or kids again.
Mhm.
Like I just go in there and treat them like kids. I go play spades and talk shit to them. You know what I mean? Like it's fun. You know,
Yeah.
that's what they need. We forget they're kids. And you know, the coolest thing is Judge Calloway has been coming in there. She went in there when we did the songwriting program and wrote songs with the kids. She went in there when I went to see them last time to say hi and watch us play spades and play
Who's
a game of spades.
Joe Calloway?
Judge
Calloway.
Judge Calloway is one of the judges at Juvenile.
Okay.
You know how awesome that is for them to see her be a human, not this godlike figure in a gown and a gavel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so good for her to see them be 16.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Create
So,
more empathy. 'Cause
right?
there's all the people walking through her door every day. Eventually, you get numb to it.
Yeah, and all you see, you don't see the age and think of them as a kid. You see specially aggravated robbery.
Right.
You see attempted homicide. You see their charges because this juvenile down here is only houses serious crimes.
Mhm.
It's like when I take y'all there, you'll see there's kids in there looking at 20, 30, 40, 50 years. It's crazy. It's
No shit.
sad. It's really sad. It's really dark. That's where I was for so many years. I spent years in that same facility.
Music City Miracle. You watched it there.
I had the funniest moment in there last week, Taylor. I'm talking to this kid and we're doing the music program and Ernest is up there singing or something. And he goes, "Why you do this?" And I go, "Why do I do what?" He goes, "Why do you come here and sing for us?" And I was like, "Because I was here." He was like, "Oh, you were somewhere like this?" And I was like, No, I was here. He was like in a juvenile or a group home or something. I was like, "Here, motherfucker, right here in this kitchen, right here. I worked in there. I served food. A guy named Oscar was the kitchen. I was in these cells." He was like, "Oh, you were here." I was like, "Yeah, man, here." And instantly I watched him look at me a little differently.
Right.
You know, because it wasn't like I was from Minnesota or somewhere else. Like, I was in this juvenile. You know what I mean? And once it took him so long. It also made me realize, you know, that's also so humbling for me. I'm going and serving dudes that really, like I said, they know me, but they don't. Wasn't as cool. When I brought Jordan Lucas, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
When I FaceTimed NBA Youngboy in there, they lost their shit. When Jelly Roll walks in, they're like, "Whatever, you want to play spades, old dude?" You know what I'm saying? Like, let's play spades, man. How's your case?
Is that all pretty much Nashville and Tennessee?
Yeah, it's all Nashville. You'll have a couple like from Columbia if they can't house them up there. Or, Gallatin if they can't hold them up there if it's a serious charge from like a county over.
When you go there, is it pretty much look the exact same, or there's been some upgrades? Like, how does it feel walking back into that building after you spent so much time in there? It's the exact same. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's kind of sad.
Yeah,
it's kind of sad. The good news is they've been approved because of the stadium moving. All that land's getting brought down eventually. So in the next 3 years, they're going to move to a new juvenile too.
Nice.
Which is cool because the county has agreed to let me get in early and build the studio in it from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be able to build a real stadium. Because right now we've had to put a studio in a concrete and steel closet in every unit. So I've had to build like 5 of them there. Where here I'm going to be able to build like real educational unit and education. I'm going to be able to dump a couple $1 million into this place and really build it out.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
You brought up that new stadium. First
Stadium,
concert,
baby.
new stadium, Jelly Roll,
I have a dream.
2027.
Can I tell you the craziest dream I have?
Hmm.
This is like me dreaming big. I dream to be the last show at Nissan Stadium and the first show at Nissan Stadium.
That would be hype as fuck.
Is that not? Wouldn't that be
That's true.
how much more poetic could it be for the local kid?
That'd be awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
That
The
would
dude
be
Jelly
all
Rolling
fucking
Prince.
time.
I tell you what, my big, you know, I'm doing a stadium for CMAs this year, Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
The Saturday night CMA, I'll do the 30-minute set. But I think we're going to swing for it next year.
Really?
That's a breaking news too.
And that'll be the
my
last
dream.
concert?
That's why everybody who wants to know why I didn't do Nashville this year
Mm-hmm.
wasn't because of the CMA Fest. It was because I think next year I want to really go for it.
If you're creating a lineup for that last one in the old Nissan Stadium, who's the lineup?
Oh, goodness, man.
Great question.
Thanks, brother.
Oh,
That Jelly Rolling Friends. It's like,
Yeah, the Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll and Friends. Who are the friends?
who are the ideal? Who's
Yeah.
the ideal?
Well, you got to
lineup?
bring Ernest because he's a Nashville guy.
Mhm.
That's like a must do. You know what you do? You got to bring all the Nashville guys to some capacity. So like Tenpenny, Chris Young, you know what I mean? Like Dustin Lynch, the obviouses. Like all the Middle Tennessee guys have got to come straight in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know who's from Middle Tennessee? I didn't know it. And I was so embarrassed by this. The singer from Lady A, Hillary.
Oh, for real?
She grew up in Donaldson.
Yeah, I have that's over my
That
head.
hurt
Lady
my
A's like a group
feelings.
of 4. They've
Yeah.
been cleaning up for about 2 decades.
Yeah, they're like
they're
huge
massive.
deal.
Yeah.
I'll chalk that one up to
They
the
are a
weed.
Yeah.
huge deal. Yeah. I believe her name's
Oh,
Hillary.
there's 3
right?
of them. My fault.
Yeah, her name's Hillary. I'm sure I'm not butchering it. And Yeah, she's from Nashville too, and she came to me the other day about that, and just kind of we got to really talk about some Nashville stuff. So I do those. Then I would extend to the Tennessee portion of it. Mm-hmm. So I would love to have. I don't know if I blow. This could be some of my tricks, so I can't give all these away.
Yeah, you're right.
But I would reach out to my Memphis friends. I would have a couple of my Memphis friends come up and be surprise guests. And I'd have a couple of my East Tennessee friends be surprise guests.
Okay.
I would reach throughout the state for sure. I'd make it a Tennessee thing.
And I love it too because the people who are day one Jelly Roll people, they're already like, he's talking about so-and-so. He's talking about so-and-so.
Yeah. And I have no idea who he's talking about.
Yeah.